Hello everyone, just wanted to share how we cleared Azure 5 yesterday. So here is screenshot of what the 4 mobs stands for. Those mobs you see right in front of the boss, they're random. So if you do not like the mobs that you enter, you can exit and re-enter and get to the ones that you like. So the rule is you're gonna kill 2 of the mobs, which boss will not get the buff from those 2 that you killed. But whoever remains, boss will get the buff for those 2, and then boss will get 2 buffs. So no matter how many you kill, boss will always get 2 buffs. So you choose to kill the ones that you do not want. Our team chose Sharp Blaze, which is attack increased by 20% and attack receive decreased by 5%. And another one, I forgot the name of it, but it's the one that increased the attack for the boss 20% and ignore the defense. So once you kill the 2 mobs, the boss will open. He's gonna come randomly at anyone on your team. I ran sometimes, and then one of my team members gave me a defense, so we survived. Before boss enter 60% of its HP, it's quite simple. You just have to make sure your Paladin is alive, and then also everybody just DPS. There is one small mechanic before they enter the 60%, which is the boss will call someone's name out. He won't move to the center though. He will call someone's name out and throw this person away. But most of the time it is the DPS that gets called. So when boss calls the name, the DPS will just have to use their own defense skill and then survive on it. Or the healer can revive this person. And then also the same time is Paladin needs to walk away from the boss, because when the boss throws that person out, it's likely he will also kill anyone that's near him. I know the game reminds you that you need to go together so your team member can survive. Don't do that because it will just kill you all. Now we're gonna watch the HP for the boss. Once it gets closer to 60%, you want it to be separated into 4 different corners, because there will be 4 flags coming out, and then you want at least one person close to that one flag. See the arrow on the floor, and you get to the closest flag. Make sure there is one team member for each flag, and there's a number. And now look at the boss. There is this donut-like ring. Once the yellow bar goes past 75 on the first round, the person at the first flag pushes the start button on the flag, and the second one, the second ring, the 75%. The second flag gets pushed, the same with 3 and 4. Also, another thing is during this whole mechanic time, you should not be moving. If anyone dies, healer can save someone, but you should not be physically moving. Now, we were able to overcome the mechanic, and then we'll just continue to DPS. There is another small mechanic that boss has. So if you pay attention to the left-hand side, my team member that got the little yellow arrow, he needs to stay away from the rest of the team and just use his defense skill for when he gets called out for that. And this will come back randomly as well during the entire dungeon time. Now, the next mechanic is when the boss gets close to 40%, he will call his son out. And then the son will come to the center, so you do not have to look for him. But as soon as he comes to the center, you want to lock him out as soon as possible. Here comes his son. See how he jumps into the center, and then you just want to target on him, put all the AoE skill on him, and then try to kill him as soon as possible. And then anyone who get called out, make sure you're staying away from the team member and then trying to defend yourself. And boss will also call his shadow out, and this shadow will run in the AoE area that was mapped out for you. You want to stay away from those because those AoE will also get you killed. So once you kill his son, the boss will jump to the center, and that's the third mechanic, the main mechanic that he has. Here he comes. Now you wanted to walk away from the boss, a little far away. He will have 4 layers of fire. You wanted to stay away from the fire. This is the third. When the fourth one comes, pay attention to the boss. He jumped. When he jump, you need to jump as well, because once he hit the floor and if you're on the ground, you get killed. Just like what I did. So the next big mechanic we need to pay attention is when the boss gets to 10% of his HP. So once it gets to 10%, he's gonna run after people randomly. So he's not only gonna go target Paladin anymore, which means and then also his attack will increase, which means you're probably not going to be able to survive if he goes after you. You need to run as soon as he targets you. And also a tip is whenever you die before the 10%, trying to have the healer to revive. And then you save your own reviving skill until now. Now he gets to the 10%, he start hitting random people. As you can see, my team member continue to die. You barely can save anyone. You just have to DPS. Even I switched to the DPS skill a little bit too. Alright, that's it. Have fun, guys.